one of the reasons why I don't listen to the ops that try to divide RBN and Jimmy Dore, because for one, Jimmy generally shows up for the movement, and unlike almost literally every other major white leftist channel, he actually covers police violence, and he's not calling for bullshit incrementalism. The people who was calling for political revolution during 2018, 2020, they became the biggest pushers of incrementalism, and it drives me crazy. You guys see all the videos we do criticizing them. So I just want to get your thoughts on this. I think it's a good way to end it. And this is response to Bernie being a sellout as he always is. And I'll read the tweet because the end is what I find interesting. I want to ask you about. You can riff on whatever, but this is your response to Bernie calling for Ukraine funding. You say Bernie now is the face of evil, willing face of evil. I honestly can't do the mental gymnastics it's required to not to be sick to my stomach at the sight or mention of him. Can you imagine working for him now as he does this? He slanders peace activists for fuck's sakes. He not only sided with actual Hitler Nazis now, he's funding them. He's calling Trump corrupt while he's funding Hitler Nazis and the slaughter of hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians. I honestly can't wrap my head around the evils he's willing and happily perpetuating on the world, not even a little. Imagine if he told the truth about Ukraine, it will change everything. Now, this is the analysis that we was kind of playing before. Now, this is the last part I kind of want to ask you about, and I just want to pick your brain and what you would like to see for the left engage in. Because the last part you said, I honestly just can't anymore. I really want to find a way to start an actual revolution or be as big a part of one as I can. Um, you helped run with library. You helped those, you showed at the General Strike Summit. So I just want to get your thoughts on what you want to see out of the left moving forward and what you view the revolution possibly being, if you have answered that. Do you want to take that on, Jimmy?
I just point to stuff like Christian Smalls, and I point to the truckers in Canada. That's the only thing that scares the establishment is people coming together along class lines to oppose the oligarchy. And if we can find a way to do that in the United States, they'll immediately call it white supremacists. They'll immediately call it Nazis. They'll immediately call it terrorists. They're calling Matt Gaetz a terrorist for doing what he did. They're literally saying that he's a terrorist. So, and they're trying to get him thrown out of Congress. So that's what we're going to be up against. They're going to jail us. They're going to surveil us. They're going to shut down our bank accounts. So I think we need to find a way. And if it was a trucker coalition and started by real union activists, that's the kind of thing we need. And the only thing they respond to is if you find a way to put a hurt on them. And the way you put a hurt on them is to find a way to shut down capitalism. And that's what we need to do. And I'm all for it 100%. I'll get in the streets. I'll use my platform to push it. I'll do whatever I can. Of course, they'll take down my channel or whatever they'll do to me. But if that's a chance that we can actually have real revolution in this country, I'm all for it. And once the people get out in front, then the politicians will follow because they're not leaders. The politicians are mediocre liars who are self-interested actors. That's been proven time and time again. And the biggest liars that I've seen lately are Bernie Sanders and the progressives that call themselves progressives. So we need to find a way to start a real revolution. The way you do that is what the truckers did in Canada and what Christian Smalls did. You organize along class lines and you put a hurt on capitalism. That's the only thing that works.